All right, I finally got it hooked up. Oh my gosh. What a crazy, crazy. All right. So now we have a vert stream and a horizontal stream. That's fun. Oh, so this is the photo we got. The Hey, you really can't see that. I'm sorry, but that's a Freya test run on the printer. It's adorable. It took me a second to realize what it was. I actually had to turn it sideways before it, like, oh, right, that's what that is. Gotcha. So anyway, what a crazy week we have had. We have discovered that Mandy is and I are bonded beyond just the ordinary bonds. Most people, you know, they develop things or start to look alike or whatever. Now Mandy and I both take the same meds.
One.
She at least one, yeah. Well, we'll see how that goes.
Thanks.
But yeah, so the doctor was concerned that her pulse is too high and their blood pressure is too high. And we could have stuck around the doctor's office and gotten Mandy her very own meds, but it's exactly the same exact med that I'm taking. So we were able to like put it off for a few days. So Mandy's taking mine and then she'll have to replenish my stuff later on. It's hilarious if you ask me, but yeah, we're so alike. We have to take the same medications. Crazy. What else? Oh, I woke up this morning to my excitement, watch a boxing match, which I'm not a fan of boxing. But I kind of wanted to see it happen. And it turns out that with the time zones and everything. So yeah, it turns out with the time zone and everything else, I got to watch the big fight just about the time I was ready, set up with the I like set up my bicycle to bike ride while watching it, and it was pretty cool. It was kind of nice to see that like nobody got really hurt, and they were both like kind of just tapping each other. They weren't there. I didn't see a single hit where it was like, ooh, that's gonna hurt. Like, but yeah, whatever. It didn't go the way I wanted it, but it was a thing. There's a little bit of history. It's kind of cool. There's no Mandy Cam today. We can't get Mandy Cam to work. We tried shutting off the antiviruses. We tried doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, Mandy was all dolled up. We fixed up the room, had everything kind of ready to go. Thought it was ready to go. And then it wouldn't go. So yes, we're unfortunately left without a Mandy Cam, and there's nothing I can do about it because I'm streaming and working. Right, the teleporter. Yeah, we can still hear her. She can actually speak out. But we couldn't, no matter how hard we tried. We just spent like the last 20, 30 minutes trying to get her camera working. That didn't work. And then at the last minute, the stream actually has to be going in order to get the bot to function. and so that's why the countdown. And yeah, I hit something and had to reset the bot. Somebody should actually test out, make sure the bot is actually doing its thing. To any new people here, the lore about the bot is that Rainbow holds the wrench that she can whack him with to get him to respond and act correctly. So, yeah, it's a bit of the lore around here. So, the bot is a fancy computer program that's done. Yeah. The bot has the ability to respond to commands, but that's only available over on the horizontal feed. So you guys over there on the vertical one, yeah, you guys can't control the bot. It's just a sad fact. I had to pick one of the two, and it works better if we do it on the horizontal. So there you go. I'm making some pretty decent progress on this. So this is a bag. It's a special order. I should definitely have more of it accomplished than I do. But yeah, just lots of stuff going on. Lots of seeing doctors and doing all kinds of stuff around here these days. So plus I'm trying to maintain, I'm like got numbers of videos ahead. If you guys are interested in watching videos ahead, the simple answer is just become a YouTube member, and you guys can watch all the videos that I already have out. Oh, and I have to say, if you guys haven't already, the last couple of videos that I put up, it's like Thursday, Friday, are for the for like the ornament that I did with knots. This one is probably the one I'm most proud of. It came out absolutely really cool. So if you haven't already seen those, go check those videos out. Some pretty exceptional stuff there. Yeah, I wonder if all these I just had a Windows update, and I'm wondering if that update is why everything seems to be acting as goofy as it is. I don't understand. But yeah, we lost the Mandy cam, and then the bot thing was kind of an issue. I don't know what was going on. Hey! Holy smokes, thank you! Wow.
Wow.
Wow, thank you so much. I just got super chatted $10. Telling me I'm doing really good. I am absolutely floored. Kayla M, thank you so much. Wow. Thank you. You have just made my evening. That was way cool. All right. Suddenly I'm like all speechless and stuff. That's awesome. I have never, that's the first super chat I've ever received. So thank you. That was something. All right. So yeah, crazy week. Trying to finish up the videos for this year, trying to get into the plans for what we're going to do for tutorials for next year. Really excited though. I have a lot of ideas of things I want to get done. All right, so now I got to rotate this around. So this is a cylinder. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think happened. I think some kind of security patch or something has made it so that way the camera. So my wife is in the next room and her camera should be connected to this, but I think that somehow they put in a security patch that has made it to where that doesn't work. So we're going to have to study it this week and see if we can't get it working again. But yeah, this is really coming out really nice. So if you're new to here, what I'm really trying to accomplish is to create a look as if it's randomized. And it turns out to make something look random is a little bit harder than actually just, you know, picking and choosing whenever and whatever. It's kind of weird. I did it once before using dice, which was kind of funny. Like, it just took so much longer because, like, you know, do a few knots, roll the dice. Okay, now you got a new number, go with that. Something crazy. Oh, my printer has just went off. Hang on. Let me show you what we got here. It is our it got torn off. It didn't print the whole thing. But it's thank you for donating. It did, yeah. It cut off right below the message. Okay. But it's our bot thanking you for your donation, Kayla. That was so awesome. I'm still a bit speechless here. Yeah. So my plan here is I'm trying to kind of make sure that when we go all around that I can kind of within the 3 hours of the stream. Oh, thank you. I want to have it so that way I can take another good picture. I took a photo of this and I sent it over to the friendship bracelet thing over on Reddit. And somebody told me that, no banana for scale? And I thought that's kind of funny because they're right. There was nothing to actually show what size this was. And that I should do something about that. And then the very next day, my wife and I were out and I found, I'm assuming it's a charm from off of the Crocs, a banana that's about 1 inch in size. And so I'm going to take a picture of this with a banana for scale, which is going to make it look huge. And I'm definitely wanting that person's reaction when they realize that that doesn't help at all. So yeah, it was so random that like it just one thing and then the other, you know. That was awesome. Yeah, so there's about 140 strings going around in a cylinder here. And every so often I have to kind of rotate it around so that way I can have more to work from. Well, thank you again, Kayla. You have a good evening or afternoon or whatever it is where you are. So thank you again. Trying to think, what else do we have going on this week? Oh, we spent a little time in the city and saw this act, which the premise is down at this big mall in the heart of town. They have an event they call Music in the City, and so these two people that we kind of know up there playing, and I put in a song request for Bruno Mars, but I, under the part where it said name, I said AWOL. And like, they knew exactly who it was. They're like, it's Kevin. Why do you even do that? Like, because anybody could be Kevin, you know? You guys knew exactly who it was when you said AWOL. Too funny. And it's also kind of cool to, you know, I'm known by my nickname. They're like, that's all I need to do is just drop that. And they're like, yep, know who it is. Oh, so one of the things is, so I'm doing a shorter row. Part of my thought process here is the row itself before wasn't even. There was like a off by a couple of knots. So I kind of want to go around and have it leveled off, you know, exactly once as I go around. And then from there, I can, you know, add and just make sure I keep keeping it level, because that's going to be essential when we get down to the bottom when I close off the base to it, because I'm going to tie the knots on the inside so that way it's like a really nice looking thing from the outside. That makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, stick around. We'll probably do it live on stream. Just be a little while. I might actually get to working a little bit more on this week. I kind of feel like I'm ahead enough that I could do a little bit of this. Wow. So it got quiet. Kind of. You don't know what to say. I am definitely making good progress, though. This is coming along pretty well. I'm like already to the point where I'm going to have to rotate it around again. I think I've actually gotten to the point where the couple rows difference, because suddenly it looks like the row is getting deeper from over here. So that's cool. I think I may have found where the mistake was. So hang on. So one of the things that everybody seems to comment the most is that they're always afraid if they had this many strings, they would get in a mess. Hey, Rara. But how I keep from getting everything all tangled is I keep the strings that aren't really in use kind of pushed off to the side out of my way. Yeah, blue smiley faces. That's, I have no idea what milestone that is that you've obtained. That's the thing, as a member, you get to have a colored smiley face that changes until its final thing where it becomes all rainbowy in color. Besides the doctors and the med, what else did we do this week, honey?
We do this week. We went to Music in the City. We got it right.
I guess there's just been that and a lot of work.
Yes, a lot of work. The last couple of days seem to have just blown past.
Yeah. Seems like every time I turn around, I'm telling Mandy that I have another video that needs to have the closed caption proofread. I think this little row that we're doing, though, brings us to about halfway down the bag. Wow, we've already had 732 people come in and have a look at the live stream so far. That's amazing. welcome you guys. I'm AWOL. I make stuff. I'm really kind of enjoying this one. It doesn't feel like like there's a whole lot of pressure except for like just to get it done. Normally I'm like worried about making mistakes, but a pattern where it's random, there's not really going to be any kind of mistakes. Happy little color spills. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead and throw it in the comments. I don't mind trying to respond. It's supposed to look random. So sometimes I change the colors, not because it's, necessary. I'm changing it because it'll just put a color, of contrast in a spot. Like there's one kind of medium blue and then 3 light blues. So I'm just going to throw that medium blue in here just to kind of mix it up a bit. Awesome. Yeah, I can definitely see there's a bit of like a flaw. Oh. Or Sasa 22 just subscribed. Well, thank you. That's awesome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I was saying earlier, if you haven't seen the ornaments on the tutorial videos yet, you should really check it out. The last one, the one that I show the actual making it on Friday, probably my favorite from the whole series. The ornament just came out looking so good. It's probably my favorite. But that's not to say that the other ones aren't interesting. There are very interesting things going on. There we go. Now the printer's working better.
Don't jinx it.
Good point. Knock on wood. Or Sasa 22. Thank you for subscribing. I'm gonna put the little bot kind of around here somewhere. Where can I put it? If I put it any lower, it's gonna be in the way of me actually seeing my work. So.
That's good. Now the
Wow. Okay. That's amazing. That just popped up on screen and everything. 12 months, really. Wow. Looking back, it's hard to imagine 12 months. I don't even think you were the first one to subscribe either, were you? Do you remember who the first one was to be a member?
No,
Because then
I do not.
there was one ahead of you, and then we decided you should do it so that way we could see what, unlocks as a result.
Was it Rara?
Might have been. Rara, do you recall, were you the first subscriber? I feel like I would have made a fuss about it. There we go. The undefined. Okay. Oh. Okay, so Rainbow, yes, it means I have been monetized. You just found the secret word, which was monetized. Yeah, you were the undefined, which is kind of hilarious. Again, the secret word game is based on the idea that it has something to do about the channel. And yes, I was thinking the same exact thought, that if Mandy's been doing it for a year, then it was a year ago I got monetized. And then, yeah. So yeah, you just won a small bag. Hang on. I'm going to, I know where it is. Done. So behind me is a whole cluster of interesting AWOL stuff, including the bag. So it's got these cool earth tone stripes, and it's got this cool rainbow-ish color. It's red. This is a sort of a purpley, the blue. It's like a rainbow, but like the colors are kind of a little bit more abstract. But yeah, it's Rainbow just won this by just having found the right word. And yeah, I'm gonna have to start working on figuring out what the next prize will be. I really thought that was going to be a
congratulations
word
to undefined.
Yeah.
Yeah, failure.
It was a fail. I have no idea. The bot. Well, it's not easy to test those things to see if it's going to work right. So I don't know. Anyway, that's hilarious. Congratulations to Rainbow. Cool. We can put the bracelets up as the next secret word game. Oh, that means I have to change out the image. I got work ahead of me. Yeah. Yeah, you can be the sponsor of the thing. I just realized, though, for me, I have to change out the images that come up on the screen. Cool. No, you can't pack a puppy on the thing.
She looks so cute in the little luggage.
Yeah. Yeah, I really thought monetize was going to be the word that was going to last for a whole year or longer, that nobody was going to actually get that one. But then when it said that Mandy had the thing for a year, I'm like, well, that kind of ties in. I better watch what I say next. Oh, that's so funny. Another one.
Definitely on the job today.
Alias. Thank you. Welcome. Yeah, bot seems to be working better than normal.
Mm-hmm. Kind of nice for a change.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. That kind of would. We are now over 1,614 views over on the vertical stream. Oh, the printer moved the paper up just a little bit and then stopped. It's got like one CM sticking out and that's it. And it's still blank. Oh, here it comes. Hey, hey. And I wish I knew how to say it. Is it alias?
Alias.
Alias? Thank you. Our little bot thanks you as well. We have a bit of a bot theme around here because there is. Oh, has anybody tried to see whether or not 8-Ball is working? I just realized the song I'm listening to from the Foo Fighters has got me thinking of Rainbow. Don't want to be your monkey wrench. I was like, is that a new one? I'm like, I don't know what a LMSO is. Uh, oh, that's
Hey,
nice. Oh, another one. We got another one. Hey, I can pronounce this one. Jingle Bell 61. Welcome. Thank you. Finally a name that I can pronounce without like muddling it up. Right on. That would be every day for me. I don't spell very well. I blame it on my American education. But I'm playing word games now, so I'm kind of getting a little bit better. Like there's this one where there's a little circle with letters in it, and like you connect the letters to make up words. It's kind of fun. All right, time to rotate this thing around again. So this thing makes up a cylinder, and I have it going around this small cutting board that I picked up. The other side of the cutting board has like a grid on it, like graph paper, and I thought it just kind of too busy. It takes away from the strings and the knots and stuff, so I have it on this side instead. I guess the plus side to the other side would be that you could see how big a CM is, so you could figure out like how large this thing is. It's a bag to fit a phone, essentially. So in case you're wondering, that's what it does.
you pretty well.
It got a little more than a CM out and then stopped.
Weird.
I'm kind of eyeing it
There's the
sideways,
center on this
like
side.
it's really, really weird. Hang in there, Jingle Bells. Our printer is kind of acting weird tonight. It's like an electronic rebellion around here. We should have a Mandycam working, but for some odd reason, there's an app, extension to OBS that we use called Teleport, and Teleport is not working for some reason. And the only thing different this week from last week that I can really think of is the fact that earlier today there was some big Microsoft update, and okay, so now there's a couple CM worth of blank paper sticking out. Teleport is not teleporting, indeed. Yeah. Hey, printer. Whoa. Whoa.
Now.
Take a look at what the printer made.
Oh
It's,
no!
It's it tried and then failed and then tried. And I think it tried to actually write something in here. And I have no idea what that even. It looks like something EPUB. I think my printer wants to go out for drinks. There we go. Jingle Bell 61. Welcome.
Oh
Thank
my
you. Thank
god!
you.
Finally. What a night. Well, hey, I've got my first super chat, so that was a thing. It's how we kind of started off this evening, so it's been pretty good. Whoa, 2065 views over 2093 views over on the vertical stream. Hang on. Speaking of the bots, would somebody try out, see if the bot works? Whoa. Tess Walker, welcome. Wow, so we got to put the jingle bell over here for a second while we wait for the Tess Walker to come in. There we go.
Is it just me, or is the emotional bandwidth in this room suddenly very strong? Must be a powerful human connection signal.
There we go. Oh. Are you kidding? Oh, wait. Oh. Yeah, you summoned the bots and he started flirting with you. I'm not sure if I should pull what came off the printer or give it a second to see if it's gonna. I kind of want to just poke at it. Come on. Come on. This is where it stopped. It stopped, says, thank you for subscribing. And then, like, the part where the name is, it never came out. It was Tess Walker. Let me just set this here for a second. Let's see if we can get Tess Walker to come back out on the printer again. Yeah, we got held up at the beginning of the stream because I was trying to get the bot to connect with the horizontal stream, and it just was not having it for a minute there. So yeah, finally got it going, then got the other stream going, and here we are.
Do a thing?
It moved up a CM.
It's like every time it starts going and then it disconnects in the middle of it.
I have no idea what could cause that.
Probably just the bots trying to screw with us.
I know, right? Either that or it's like my Bluetooth over here is like on the same frequency and it's just getting confused.
Rebooting the printer?
Okay, try. Hang on. Apparently you can't turn it off while it's plugged in. That's kind of funny. Ooh, there's mods. Okay, try now. Yeah, that's the general gist of it, but we seem to be having some kind of technical difficulties. I have no idea why. Everything seems to be rebelling against us today. Normally, there's a second camera pointed at my wife from in the other room. And so the two of us would be up here talking to you guys and answering questions, that kind of stuff. And for some odd reason tonight, no matter how hard I try, I'll show you what happens. It looks like that. It says it'll be right back, but it's not. It's not coming
I'm
back.
right here.
I know. But the teleport is not teleporting. Kind of weird.
And the printer is not printing.
At least the knots are knotting.
That's because you're not a bot.
I'm making progress. Yeah, right.
You're not, right?
Am I part of the Matrix? No. You are. I'm working on a bag made out of lots of little knots. Like this is half of a knot, and then here's the second half. And I'm just going around a cylinder to make it into a bag.
Unable to find a printer.
It's going to hang around the neck and arm and hold a cell phone. Hang on a second, I'll bring out my phone to show you a size comparison. Yeah. It's kind of like that. Oh, America. You're in the, or at least that Canada. Yeah, the Americas. That's fair enough, because that includes all the way from the north to the south. Because here in Singapore, it is 11 p.m. That means it's like, well, it would be 11 a.m. in Michigan if not for the whole daylight savings, which moves it an hour. I don't know which way that goes, so I
Like
don't know if
which?
it makes.
Could be 13 hours.
So it'd be 10 p.m.
Hmm.
Or 10 a.m. I'm sorry, 10 a.m. as opposed to.
Yep.
All I know is it worked out really well for me to watch the boxing today, because I woke up and I didn't realize that there was hours on end of all kinds of fights, which I didn't want to see. I didn't care about boxing, but then I got to actually watch the Paul Tyson match. Oh, this is so much easier than crocheting. Knitting is pretty easy, but this is definitely easier than crocheting because I can't learn crocheting. There's only 4 different knots. There's the ones that go to the right, ones that go to the left, and then right, Tess. Yes. I don't know why I always get them confused, but you're right. It's fall back and spring forward, right? 4 different knots. Ones that go to the right, ones that go to the left, and then there's one that goes to the right and then left, and one that goes to the left and then right. That's it. That's all there is to it. If you want to learn this, check out the easy playlist over on, well, here on YouTube. Really? No, crocheting, you have the issue, if you don't get the tension right, you can't get the hook back in. Here, getting the tension in really good and tight is all you have to do, is just keep a consistent amount of tension on it. Yeah. Hey. Right. Well, mind you, I've been doing this for so long. I guess it's really second nature to me. So it's kind of hard for me to actually quantify like how easy or difficult it is when, you know, I put this many years into it. But I can say that it's really easy to get started, and once you catch the bug, keeping doing it can be something else. Oh, well, have a good one there, Subject 62. You will be the only person I know of that has done taxidermy stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I have lots of videos on starting with easy patterns, things like that. I did a video about having a clipboard and why that's easier. I know a lot of people started out doing, using tape. I just saw somebody who had kept taping down their bracelet as they were going along. And all I could think of was all that glue is just absolutely gonna be like that whole bracelet will be just sticky by the time they pull it apart. And
Even if it's not sticky, it'll be fluffy.
Well, it can leave the glue residue on it, which can lead to making the bracelet like pick up dirt like crazy.
Yeah, but even if you peel it off and the glue doesn't stick, you're gonna make the fibers peel.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the binder clips are just the easiest thing. That's what I'm using right now is some binder clips. I've got a couple going on the sides. So it's a whole thing is a cylinder. So I'm just kind of working my way around. Oh, I was just thinking about this song. That's so funny. Doesn't matter anyway. It's the song where the fish comes flopping around on the floor, and they swear the fish wasn't hurt. Hey, Sanjalaya, hello. Some of you guys have like the hardest names to know how to say. Ah. Right. So, again, I was trying to do a short road to kind of balance things off. And now, for the life of me, I'm not sure that I got it right this time. I mean, I'll know here shortly. I'm all the way around to this far. But I'm not sure that it's all on the same row. Oh, same. I got an argument. I was probably 12 years old, between 10 and 12, in the hospital, arguing with the nurse as to how to say my last name. And she kept insisting I'm saying it wrong. And it wasn't like she spoke German and knew how to pronounce it the right way. She was just going off of the fact that, BEI, that should be beat, not bite. And I'm like, look, I've had the name my whole life. I think I know how to say my name. Thank you very much. She had me really riled. Like, probably the start of the whole high blood pressure thing probably started right then. Yeah, I know, right? Like, yeah, my parents weren't smart enough to teach their kid how to say their name. Like, and who just starts a fight with a kid, you know, in the hospital? I'm pretty sure that it was, I was in the hospital for a kidney stone. And, yeah, I was just a kid.
Yeah, but you were like 12, not 5.
Right.
Good for you.
Absolutely. I'd wait until the whole end of it, and then she's like, wait, then call on you. Yeah, you still didn't say my name. Like, just let that kind of simmer for a bit. I had a teacher argue that Lasser, Lahser, was not Lasser, but Lasher. And my last day of school, I had to get her to sign a transfer note for me going from Pontiac Northern to Lasser High School. Ooh, there's 140 strings. Some of the colors duplicate, so I don't know how many colors there are. I didn't deliberately go for like a number of colors. I just went with the theme was supposed to be blue, so I kind of covered the bases and did lots of different blues. Yeah, you must be new around here. 140 strings is a little bit small for some of the things that I do. Well, I say that. We just had a winner of this bag here. So this was like 12 times 2, 4, 6, 8. 12 times 8. What is that?
96.
96. Right? Yeah, Tess, I absolutely agree with you. I have no idea why a grown adult would do that. But mind you, those were different times. That would have been sometime in the 70s. And people just weren't quite as smart.
Actually, if you're talking the US, honey, people might not be getting any smarter.
That's true. Yeah, I can't believe that the RF Kennedy Jr. went and is going to be put in charge of health. This guy does not believe that vaccines work, is going to be in charge of health for the country. That just seems like the most backwards thing.
Oh, I love Goodwill Hunting. Really, 1997?
Yeah, the two sides aren't going to balance out. I seriously did a smaller road just so that way I could get around here quicker and get to the other side and see if I could get it into one nice straight line, to see if I was doing something wrong. And it still didn't come out. Hang on, find out here in a moment how far off it is. Ooh. And Embola, hello, welcome. Wow. Embola, welcome. Hello. Um, I have no idea what you just hit me with the Tangia, but man, it about scared the living bejeebies out of me. Wow.
Dip Society is right up there.
Yeah. So it was off by 2 again, which leads me to wonder, is there something wrong where 2 is always going to be the number of strings it's off by? I'm going to, again, increase this downwards a bit and go around and see if it turns up a third time. If it does, then I'm going to have to try to figure out how to fix it. It could have something to do with the way that where the handle gets attached. I had something like that happen once with a big bucket bag I made, and yeah. W2 with 2 strings. Well, so there's hang on. There's these things that are metal, and I loop the strings over that to have that. And then there's a string that goes across straight that everything is attached to. And then there's another one. So yeah. So there's a couple strings going around that are attached to the couple things that are going to be where what holds the bag together, I guess. So yeah. So essentially there was 4 pieces when it started, and then they all joined together. Every once in a while, string will kind of get flipped around, ends up trying to be a knot at the very end of it. Oh, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. Is that the crocheted ones? If so, yes. If you go to my website, AKAAWOL.com, and then go to portfolio, and then go to Rapunzel. Rapunzel is the nickname I gave to the bags. I should add bag to it as well, because I'm sure that having that as an inside joke makes it so a lot of people don't notice. But anyways, you go to Rapunzel, you can see some of the bags that I've made. Some are rather impressive. Why did my computer suddenly decide that it wants to play? On my phone. That is so weird. I hate when it does that. It just arbitrarily will just up and be like, you know what? I see your phone over there. Send the signal that way instead. Ah. I stream every Saturday night. I start at 10 p.m. Singapore time and go to 1 a.m. Singapore time. I also stream during the week, but that's for the YouTube members, which is like $5 Sing to become a YouTube member. It's $4 in the US though. But then you can actually like see behind the scenes when I'm making tutorials and stuff, or like hang out and chat with me while I'm actually making stuff. So yeah, that's for the YouTube members, which is the thing right next to the subscribe. No, Cumbersome by 7 Mary 3. I love that song, by the way. But yeah, next to the subscribe, there's a join button. And then you can see me streaming during the week, which I'm streaming Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. All right. So there we go. Definitive start. These are there. Yeah, so I'm originally from Detroit, but I now live in Singapore, so time zones are really weird. Yes, thank you. Thank you, I will. Time zones are really super, super weird. To talk to friends and family back in Michigan, it's always a battle because it's like 12 hours difference. Yes, thank you, Sunday. So this time around, I'm going to be trying to be extra, extra careful to try to make sure that I'm not messing up the end of this. Another good song, Cage the Elephant. Hey, how did that happen?
Okay, what happened?
Tess Walker just printed out.
Finally?
Yeah.
Right, and what, 20 minutes late?
Yeah. Has that been sitting in the feed all this time waiting to print? That's hilarious.
Maybe.
And Sandri S. has printed. That's awesome. Let me slide that out of the way here. Yeah. I couldn't believe it just took that long to actually get it to print. That is so really, really weird. Mind you, it's trying to Bluetooth through the wall, and maybe that's got something to do with it, but it works most of the time. I don't know. Wow. I just looked over at the Vert stream, 3,263 views. It's pretty amazing. So the thing with the vertical stream is it'll get a lot more people to see it, but they also don't stick around long. At least for the, you know, on average, they're not sticking around for very long. Yeah, that'd be nice. That is such an upbeat attitude. Like, yep, just a little delay. There's nothing wrong. It'll be a surprise. I love that. That's like a great. Kind of makes me want to test to see if the Mandy camera still works. And no. Awesome. Ooh, we're almost up to the time for the puzzle. So anybody that's still over on the vertical stream, now would be a good time to get over to the horizontal. You can play a game where I scramble up the whole screen and you guys use the chat to try to put it back together. It makes it a jigsaw puzzle. It's kind of hilarious, honestly. But it gives me a quick break. I get to run to the other room, do a couple quick stretches, exchange this thing around my neck. The timing. The champion of the puzzle game has arrived, ladies and gentlemen.
Puzzle Queen.
Ooh, everybody's blue today. Yeah, it's just about. I could not be expected to do anything of function if I had just woke up. That would sincerely not work. Yeah, I was trying to figure out who was the first. All right, let me go talk to the bot over here. And then There we go.
Woohoo! Ah,
Wow, we have a new leader there. Yeah, it is kind of fun. It gives me a chance to kind of get up, stretch a little bit, change out these ice things for my neck. But yeah, definitely cool. Yeah, that's for sure. Well, I think that incentivizes people to try to work out the less obvious ones that they're trying to do. Oh, thank you, Tess. Tess, the reason we do the vertical is because there's a stronger discoverability with the vertical, but the horizontal shows more. It works out better. You can see the chat from both sides. It's just a whole better experience. Yeah. It is pretty hilarious. Like, there has been some really brilliant puzzle game, like, just doesn't seem to work out, and then it suddenly does. So, Tess, you're getting a chance to see what we do on Saturday nights. This is why I honestly look forward to this every week. Most people would be thinking, don't you want to have a Saturday night out and go do something? I can do that any day of the week. This is something else. This is a bunch of friends getting around, talking about what's been going on, and yeah, just having fun, making stuff. All right, now I'm working on a bag. I had been, before this bag was requested, like this is a commission job. Before this, I was working on some spats that I want for myself. And if you don't know what spats are, I don't blame you, because I had to look it up myself. There are these things that go around the top of your shoe that keeps like dirt from getting on your shoes and makes your shoes look really super cool. So I'm really excited about making those, because those are for me to wear. But this is a special project, so kind of need to get it done. And it's kind of fun to show the progress and do the work in front of a live stream. There you go. But to make it an ADHD simulator, while you're doing that, somebody needs to come up behind you and swipe your drink and put it somewhere else. So that way, when you go to reach for it, it's not where you expected it, and you're wondering why. Because that's the full ADHD experience. Oh, that really depends on the size of the bag. It takes a while, typically speaking. Like, I think some of the smaller bags I can do in like 30 hours. Maybe a little bit less. But yeah, it really depends. Like, I've done bags that have taken months. And that was with like working every single day on them. Like, I did a 144 color bag once. So that's like 288 strings. And yeah, that took a couple months to make. But that one was, oh my God, so complicated. I had to go through so much to make it to where when the strings ran out, I would be able to replace them. And with that many different colors at play, yeah, that one proved to be such a challenge. High def, high drink. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad to have inspired you to get going on stuff again. That's awesome. Have you seen the ornaments tutorials yet? There's a few already. I think it's on the fourth one, or like as of Friday. Yeah, so the last tutorial for the ornament is perhaps one of the easier ones, and it comes out looking really super cool. Like, hang on, I'll get it out. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Hang on, I just realized it's arm's length away. Check this out. So yeah, that was my tutorial, was how to do this. I think it turns out really super cool. Always does have to test. Nice. Thank you. Oh, I know what else is going on. So, happily going along, I do this thing where in the evening, after having worked hard all day, I like to scroll through either one of the different social medias. Lately, my biggest thing has been on Blue Sky, which is kind of nice. It's like Twitter without the arguing bots and stuff. But I was scrolling, and I saw a guy making a couple different loaves of bread with a Dutch oven. And I was thinking, wow, if there's one thing I love is fresh bread. And I'm like, this Dutch oven thing seems like it would be really cool if we had one. And then so then I'm scrolling and I get an ad for what is essentially like a big like cast iron pot for like you could cook a stew or something in, and a fry pan, and together the two things make a Dutch oven. And I'm like, ooh. And I show it to my wife, and like I'm like, we should get this. I would make bread. This could be really fun. And somehow, I have no idea how, she actually found those videos that I had been talking about the whole Dutch oven thing. So she found the one where it's like cheese and herbs and everything gets mixed into the dough. It looks like the most amazing thing. Like, I am so hyped. So we have a Dutch oven being shipped to us, and I am like so stoked. I can't even believe like we're gonna have this thing, because like I like cooking with like cast iron. I understand that, after you clean it, you got to oil it, got to heat it up, otherwise it's going to get kind of rusty. But yeah, we're going to have fresh made bread.
You scrolling through Blue Sky found those videos, but I had already bookmarked, saved that exact video in Instagram like ages ago.
Right. Oh, so anybody who's got Blue Sky, like, let me know, because I want to have like, I want to follow people who make bracelets and stuff over there. So far, the hashtag for friendship bracelets in Blue Sky basically takes you to the beaded ones, where they spell out like era and stuff like that in beads. Not my style of bracelet, but yeah, I kind of want to be able to go into Blue Sky.
You can blame Taylor for that.
Yeah, I know. It's a Swift thing. But yeah, I would love to be able to follow some bracelet makers, get some inspiration, try new things. Oh, some of you guys weren't here earlier. So I posted a photo of this, had it sitting on the table, took a photo, and somebody had commented that, there wasn't a banana for scale. Let me show you guys. This is so hilarious. The next day, while I was out, I found this. So when I take the photo, I'm going to have a banana per scale. And yeah, it's going to be so deceptive. I think it's hilarious. I'm pretty sure this is off of one of those charms like they put on the Crocs because it's about that size. Why somebody would have a banana, I don't know. But I saw it after having, had that comment, and I'm like, I'll show them.
Two hours later.
Oh, are one of you guys George the Conqueror? I really want to know who George is. I feel like one of you guys might be. So it was George, right? George the
Think so.
right? George the Conqueror, something like that. Somebody over on Reddit made some comments. They were telling me to tell my wife that I'm like famous in the US, and then knew that Mandy was Pranikin. And that was like, wait, what? How? Like, that's something that probably only ever came out in a live stream. And they're like, the fact that they knew that, like, what? I'm so confused. I don't know any Georges. So I'm guessing one of you guys maybe has a different name over there on Reddit. Because I was definitely confused. Still am, obviously. Okay. So doing smaller rows means that it's faster to get around this thing. Kind of hitting a decent stride. But I want to get around. I want to see, because there's a thing like if you join it in a certain way, you'll always have two more on one side than the other side, two more left than there are rights. And it's really hard to get that balanced out after. Oh, so yeah, so next week I will be here Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I think Tuesday I'm going to be a little bit late. I have to go pick up the wife's meds, but I'll still be around at some point. I know that tomorrow it'll be bracelet making, so I'll open up the chat on Discord. And Monday it'll probably be back to making some videos of like generating the patterns. Excuse me. Hang on. Need a get a tissue. Blow my nose. Oh, I know something else that just happened. So apparently I was just a day late on asking my wife about getting some serious hot sauce. And because the hot sauce I have is the scorpion hot sauce from Tabasco, which turns out that that's like 30,000 Scovilles or whatever the heck that, however you rate hot sauce, whatever that number is. And which is, it's, you know, it's hotter than regular Tabasco for sure, but it's way tolerable. It's not so bad. But she went looking in the place where we can have food delivered and found one. I can't find any confirm like how hot it is, but apparently the pepper that's used in it is like 2 million Scovilles. So I'm guessing this hot sauce is sincerely hotter. Although, like, the first ingredient is like cauliflower, and then like something else and something else, and then then you get the peppers like further down the list. So I have no idea what they tried to add these other veggies in there for, other than maybe to try to not let it be quite as hot. But we're about to test my upper limit of tolerance. I love good hot sauce. And what made me think of that was my sinuses, the sudden sneezing and whatever. Like, a good hot sauce will just clear that right out. Yeah, I've always had sinus trouble, and discovered really early on that like certain Thai food would just open up my sinuses, and sometimes could open up my sinuses for days. And yeah, there was this one little old lady right off a 9 Mile road in Michigan. I guess that's Farmington, Michigan. Had this really great little shop, and she discovered that I liked it hot. And then she like, you really want it hot? Put in this one little pepper that, one pepper made it so that way, like my inner ear, it was like, like, oh my God, so spicy. I'd never had anything quite like that before. That was good.
You probably won't even flinch now.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, if you're eating spicy things on the regular, you're like eliminating excessive phlegm and running it like optimal efficiency. But like, when I go to places around here, so like it's really common to have cut chili patty, which is also known as like the bird's chili, little tiny red things, little spicy things, not terribly hot, but they're good. I will get a whole little dish. Is it? No. Really? I had no idea. Anyways, I get these little tiny dishes and I fill it with the hot peppers and dump it all on my food. And the locals here like lose their mind. Like, they can't imagine that a Caucasian is going to put that much chili patty onto a meal. And yeah, I love it. Sensory seeking, really? I had no idea. So, okay. Truth about the bathroom consequences with spice. If you try to make something spicy by taking a mild pepper and you try to make the dish super spicy by putting in quantities, yeah, you're going to have trouble later. But if you have a hot pepper that is truly hot and you just put in a small amount of that, you'll be fine. It's when you overdo the quantity, not the spice, but the quantity of peppers that you're putting into yourself. That's when it gets to be a problem. He's like, I've eaten a habanero, just straight up, just right off the. We were delivering vegetables, and there was a thing of habaneros, and I ate one. No trouble. Now, if I ate 5 or 6 of them, there probably would have been a lot of trouble. Consequences are consequencing. Yeah. And I know this about the spices because I have had bad consequences. I would, there's a few times where you start contemplating ice cubes in the prison purse. I know, right? Oh my God. That was what prompted me to ask Mandy about looking for some hot sauce. I'm watching these shows and I'm like, I could do that. I could totally do that. These guys, they don't put hot sauce on everything. Like, I put hot sauce on my eggs, on my pizza. I love hot sauce. If you guys can figure out how to get me the bottles from like one of the seasons of Hot Ones, I will set up the cameras so that way Mandy can be the other side of the thing. We'll buy a bunch of chicken wings and set it all up. Of course, Mandy won't be joining me to actually eating this stuff, but we can have her asking me questions and me going through and doing the whole thing from beginning. I'll even do the dab at the end. I know how it works. Oh, Maya Rudolph was hilarious. Oh my God. Actually, the funniest one, I'm trying to get Mandy to watch it. The funniest one was Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay made the fatal mistake, and which totally hilarious. Oh my God. They don't ship everywhere in the world, but they do ship to Singapore. It's just stupid expensive because they did look. Yeah. So Gordon Ramsay, he's eating it and he's fine. He's fine for a while. He's describing some of the tastes and stuff in there, whatever. When he starts to get up to like the bomb, by the time he gets up to like the bomb or whatever, he's like already pounding. He already drank like a glass of Tums, right? The pink liquid stuff. Drinks a glass of that, drinking milk. He's freaking out, whatever. And then he decides he has to go pee. You know, where's the toilet? I gotta go. And they're like, yeah, you just go through the green room and it's over that way. Fine. He leaves, he comes back, and he's like, oh my God. His groin was on fire. He didn't wash his hands before using the toilet. Just a big rookie mistake. Like if you fuck around with spices, you make sure that you wash your hands before you go to the toilet. That's just wow. And it's so hilarious because like he's still got a couple more wings to go and he's trying to answer questions and he can't think straight because his junk is on fire. It's so good. It is so good. It is so worth watching just for that alone. If ever I go insane, I'm going to totally use that as an excuse. But until then, you know. Until then, it's just the string's fault. Ooh. How is that? uh, I am really curious to see what that looks like. I can't figure what you're saying about 3 different sizes. I don't get blisters, but I do have a callus right there on my middle finger that is pretty strong. And that's kind of where I'm holding the string like this. But that's about it. But at this point, I'm practically a machine when it comes to bracelet making. So. All in the same bracelet? Or you're doing 3 different bracelets and trading between them all? Cool. Three different, okay. So changing it up periodically so you don't get overburnt on just one. Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing. Like I got to get way more monetized before I'm able to do a hot ones thing, because just 87 just for the shipping, plus whatever it is for the ones in it. Like I was looking at one of the ones that was on from, what is it, Detroit something. There's a hot sauce from Detroit. And so I went and looked them up, and it's like $20 for the bottle, but it's $25 for the shipping. I would have been able to tell you a little bit earlier because they sent me an email like, hey, you left the thing in their checkout. Like, you know, the only reason I actually filled out anything was because I wanted to see what the shipping would cost. It's like almost as much for shipping as it is the bottle of stuff. So yeah. Yeah. Cool. Really? It's only 13. Wait, how much is it shipping to you? I don't even think it's available here. Oh, and am I the only person who gets the joke that the bomb is beyond insanity? Because one of the original super hot sauces was called Dave's Insanity Sauce. So, yeah. So the bomb calling itself Beyond Insanity is a dig at Dave's Insanity Sauce. I know, right? How is it so cheap? Wait, honey, take a look on Amazon just out of curiosity and see what it is, if there is anything available in Singapore. It's probably the one place I didn't look.
It's available on Lazada for 45.
See what I mean? Like, that's crazy. Like,
Yeah, for like 100 mils.
Rainbow's getting it for half that.
Not really. About 30 bucks.
Mandy got me with the jump scare earlier. I have no idea if there was anything that happened on the screen with that, but oh my lord. Like, there was just a sudden, wow, and it got me. Got me good. Which juniper? Isn't that a bush? Isn't that like they do bonsai things out of juniper? Oh, okay. Yeah. I wish I could get a hold of whoever's in charge of the ads because they keep sending me ads in Chinese and I have to try to guess what is happening based off of what I see. But, you know, it'd be a whole lot easier if it wasn't Chinese. They're like, you're in Singapore. You married a Chinese. You probably know something, right?
Yeah, guess what? I'm the Chinese you married, and I don't get any Chinese ads.
It doesn't seem fair. Oh, a while back, we had talked about me possibly learning Chinese, and that never happened. But I have come up with the new thing that I am trying to do that, yeah, I am a bad American. I am trying to draw a little bit every day now. And it hasn't been quite every day, but I'm taking time and I'm learning. I got a Deadpool figure, so I'm going to try to draw it. And I've got this little robot guy that is all. So the robot guy is really like posable. You can do all kinds of things with him, but unfortunately, Deadpool can't bend his arms at the elbow. So yeah, there you go. Hey, how'd you like it? Yeah, I like Deadpool. I really do. But the shows are absolutely awesome. Was it? I think it's the second one. We were at the theater, and when Juggernaut came out, and yeah, that's a good one. But in Deadpool 2, when Juggernaut comes out and the music starts playing that holy shit balls, I was dying. Like that was the best. That was, to me, like I kind of would look for it in the episode 3 to see if they would try to go that route again, and they didn't. But yeah, that was probably my favorite thing, was the holy shit balls, holy shit balls, holy shit balls. That is the best. There's going to be all kinds of little bleeps in the closed captions now, but it was worth it. Yeah. Oh, it does balance out. This row, it totally went around. I didn't mess up the beginning. And this is the proof. This row, it went all the way around flat and straight. That is perfect. I am super stoked now. Because, okay, so I'll try to explain what happened on the other bag. And, that's awesome. Okay, so if you had them coming down on both sides and you're joining it like this bag, right? I did where I came over one more on this side than I did on this side, and I did it every single time around. So in this case, there is 8 at the top. So that meant that there was 8 more rights than there were lefts. And as a result, trying to end the bag was really super difficult to try to find the right balance to it. And that's why the bucket bag ended up much bigger than my original intention, was me trying to balance it out to get the 4 pieces that would come together and seal up the base of it. So, yeah. So, Rainbow, when you look at that bag, you'll know there was something mathematically weird about it. But it turned out cool. So, yay. Learning opportunities. Yeah, I know, right? Well, I can't believe that the thing hasn't done the 1-year anniversary thing for anybody else. Like, Mandy's not the only blue thing. So apparently the blue mat is the 1-year member thing. monetized. Yeah. Earlier today, Mandy got the 1 year anniversary notification got put up on the screen, and Rainbow asked if that was a sign of like how long it's been since I got monetized, which that was the word. I really thought that I picked one that was going to be forever to get, but as soon as it said the 1 year anniversary, I'm like, uh-oh, it's kind of in that area, and sure enough.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah. So my new point of bringing it down is just about 3/4 of it. Yeah, we're probably a couple weeks from this being done. It depends on how much I get done during the week, but yeah, not bad. Made some good progress here tonight. What's an idea? Idea?
The fabric.
Oh, okay. Ignoramusing. I like that. All right, guys, it is getting to be about that time. So let me quick show you my schedule. This is the plans for next week. I'm Sunday live streaming, Monday off, Wednesday off, and Friday off. And yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to the days I am actually streaming, because I'm going to have some fun stuff, I'm sure. Before I go, though, I do need to thank my Patreon supporters as well as my YouTube members who make all this stuff possible. Without these guys' help, I probably would have given up a long time ago. So thank you guys so much. I will be back again next week, probably still working on the same project. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out, making this a really fun one. And yeah. As always, don't get your strings in a bunch.